This video is sponsored by Continental.
Hey guys, Chris here, and welcome to Cupra headquarters in Martorell, right outside of Barcelona in Spain. I'm here for an all-day event to test drive the brand new Cupra Tavascan, and also the brand new Cupra Born V set, which is the the ID3 GTI competitor, but on a sportier platform. The car we have today is a car I haven't looked at all. This is the extreme version of the Cupra Tavascan, and this is very special. You have this really cool bronze matte paint color. So we're going to take a look at this car on the exterior. I'm going to show you guys the styling on the outside and then on the inside. And then in another video, I'm going to take not one of these because this isn't available before a year from now for order. We're going to take a normal, non-extreme Cupra Tavascan V set out on the road for a range test and also a test drive.
Continental is a proud partner of Tour de France. That's why you can now win tickets to the world's largest cycling event, and all you have to do is fill out the form linked down below and answer the questions. The competition starts on May 20th and ends on June 7th, 2024, and all the winners will be contacted directly. You can win 2 tickets to the historic Tour de France final in Nice. The trip is from the 20th to the 22nd of July, and you get flights, hotels, and VIP access to the finals. And the value of the prize is approximately 5,000 euros or 58,000 Norwegian kroners. So if you live in Norway, Sweden, Finland, or Denmark, you can enter to win the prize in the link down below.
So for you guys who don't know, the Cupra Tavascan is actually built on Volkswagen Group's MEB platform. And that means it is closely related to the Volkswagen ID4 and ID5, Audi Q4 e-tron, and also the Skoda Enyaq. But this looks completely different to any of those cars on the exterior. This is such a much more sporty exterior design. So starting off here with these lights, you can see that this has these triangles here in the headlight design, these really cool aggressive LED headlights along with this bronze matte paint. It looks really, really cool. You also have bronze details, which is a signature of the Cupra brand. And some of the product managers told us that is because that's reflective of the sunlight through the streets of Barcelona, which is really cool. We have Cupra badging here up front. We also have this illuminated Cupra logo. And from the front, it just looks really aggressive, really mean. You have this really huge front end, gaping front to make it look super sporty. And the car just looks like it's in motion while it's standing still. You know, compared to the other MEB platform cars that I mentioned, this looks completely different. And if we walk over to the side, you can also see that this has a fastback shape. So this is pretty much the same size as the other MEB platform cars. I think it's like 4.64 meters long and 1.59 meters tall. So it has the same overall shape, the same overall silhouette. It has this fastback shape, so unlike the Volkswagen ID4 and the normal Q4 e-tron, it has this sportback shape with this, sloping rear roofline. It just looks really mean. And also, if you come a little bit closer here, you can see that it has a few, creases and lines here. It just makes it look sporty. And then over to the rear, it has this rear light bar design, which is just really unique to the Cupra, again, with the illuminated logo here at the rear. So we've seen illuminated logos and grills with the Skoda Enyaq, and in my opinion, that looks kind of cheesy, but with this, I think the implementation is just super clean. The design is just really well thought out, in my opinion. You can see that this rear light morphs into this rear spoiler. And that, emphasizes the sportiness of the Cupra brand, because this car doesn't look more sporty. It actually standard comes with a sport suspension compared to the other MEB platform cars, where it's 15 millimeters lower. It also has much sportier steering and just a much sportier setup, throttle response, steering response, and drive modes. So we're going to take one of these cars out on the road in another video. So that is going to be linked here on the channel, on the streets and on the roads around the mountains here in Catalonia, in Barcelona. So this car also has these unique 21-inch wheels. These are forged wheels and unique for the Extreme package. These are 21-inch wheels, and they look really, really cool. But the cool thing about them is they are forged, and that means there's a 12-kilogram weight reduction for all four corners combined for the whole car. And that may not sound a lot, but you guys have to consider that this is unsprung weight. Unsprung weight is the worst enemy of, driving dynamics, comfort, because this is weight that you're not able to dampen. So the less unsprung weight you have, the more responsive the suspension is going to be when it comes to just, following the road contours, and also for dynamic handling. And having 3 kilograms, again, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you consider this is going to be a huge part of the total suspension weight that is unsprung, that is quite a substantial reduction. Stepping into the interior of the Cupra Tavascan. If you thought it was different compared to the other Volkswagen MEB products on the exterior, in here, this is like a spaceship. This is so different. Yes, this is the Extreme version, so it does get a few niceties like these really cool and beautiful bucket seats covered in this soft leather. And if you come a little bit closer here, you can take a look at what the headrests look like with the Cupra badging there and the logo. They look so purposeful and just make this car feel special compared to the other Volkswagen product MEB platform cars. And I'm talking about them a lot because, a lot of people are afraid that once everything goes electric, that we all have the same drivetrain, that all of these cars are going to lose their character and identity. But I think this is hard testament to that not being the case, because as we said, when we look at the exterior, it looks completely different to the other Volkswagen MEB platform cars. Also here on the interior, the similar things are, well, the button layout. You have this same, 15-inch screen, and then you have the Volkswagen, array of buttons here for the windows and the mirrors on the driver's side. But apart from that, this is completely different. This steering wheel is differently padded. You have different materials. You have these copper, accents and details. You have this backbone design that they're calling it, this structure here, which just, gives you a lot of space here for things and stuff, huge cup holders, but also gives you this cocooned, cockpit sense of feeling in the space. This car also comes with an optional, or this is standard in the Extreme version, a 12-speaker, 425-watt Sennheiser sound system that I can't wait to test out in one of the test drives of the Non. I think it's an adrenaline version we're going to drive. So let's hop into the rear, and I'll show you how much legroom we have in the rear as well. But the front cabin, pretty spacious. You have this huge panoramic sunroof. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So unexpectedly, the rear cabin is spacious because, this is on the MEB platform. So you get a full flat floor. You get pretty, wide seating, width-wise. This seat is set really ways back. I mean, this is set to my driving position. I'm 5'10" or 178 centimeters, and I have plenty of room, even though I think these seats with, this seat back, you build out a little bit more into the rear seat than on the other Volkswagen MEB platform cars I've tested. But yeah, the leather quality here is actually really nice and impressive. I'm really liking the interpretation of this interior in this car compared to the other, MEB platform cars, because yes, they're all built on the same platform. You have the same restrictions. It does look different on the outside, though it has, the similar silhouette. I'm just amazed at what they're able to do difference-wise, with the materials, with just the overall styling. You have this really cool pattern. I don't know if you guys can see that. This really cool blue pattern here on the doors. And overall, it's just a really cool and nice car to sit in and to look at. So lastly, guys, I want to show you guys the trunk. I've done a detailed tour of this car already at the launch in Norway last year, but I want to show you guys this special, Extreme version. So we have the trunk here, 540 liters. It's really big, it's wide, it's deep. You have, underfloor storage here. This does have a subwoofer underneath there. Yeah, it does, because this has, that upgraded sound system. But overall, it's a really cool and interesting offering, and a segment that maybe for a lot of people it's a little bit boring, it's a little bit stale. You know, if you want to be sensible, you go for the Volkswagen. If you want a little bit more luxury, you go for the Audi. If you want a little bit more practicality, maybe you go for the Skoda. So I think this is a really nice and distinct addition to this class of vehicle and also on this platform. So guys, let me know down below, are you excited about the new Cupra Tavascan? And are you excited about this, the Extreme version? I think it looks really cool. I'm liking, you know, the upgrades over the normal Tavascan, and I can't wait to test this specific car later next year. But for today and for the weeks to come, we're going to be testing the normal Tavascan and also the Born VC. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below. And for more car content, as always, please subscribe. See you guys there, and goodbye.